Nietzsche said that we can be bolder in dealing with life, because we will lose it eventually anyway. How to be bold? First, find a sense of indifference. Imagine life as a game, and imagine all the difficulties as game levels. Have you relaxed a little for a moment? This is why different people can live completely different lives at the same starting point. Those who have broken through the circle have long adjusted their lives to game mode and their mentality to the player's mentality. When you regard life as an experience, winning or losing is just a game. You can relax, play freely, play to your heart's content, let go of gains and losses, unload burdens, immerse yourself in it, and the internal friction disappears unknowingly, and life immediately enters the mode of accelerating. What is the player's mentality? The player's mentality, I understand, is to relax and not set limits. My former friend particularly likes a game with exquisite painting style, like a fantasy, and it is easy to get involved. Every time he plays a game, he doesn't look at the task reminder, nor does he go with everyone, but teleports to different maps alone, just to see the scenery. We all joked that he had played a new game, but he upgraded faster and faster, and finally surpassed everyone, as if he had secretly used a cheat. We asked him how he won, and he said that he didn't even think about winning, he just focused on an immersive experience. Life is a game, and relaxing and not setting limits is the mentality of top players. It's not that the lack of results makes you too heavy, but that it's too heavy that makes you unable to get the results. Why not explore life from the perspective of the game? Maintain curiosity and love for each copy you open, and everything will become interesting. Fun is the premise of an immersive experience. When everything becomes interesting, you will no longer pursue your goals obsessively, no longer experience it by force, and no longer let yourself constantly consume yourself, causing excessive pressure, deformed movements, and falling into a vicious cycle of seeking but not getting. What you think about in your mind is no longer winning, just immersing yourself in it, and enjoying the present is enough. The road to Rome, and then think back to the past you, whether you were a player or a controlled NPC. Think about the NPCs in the game. They have the idea of being bound by unified management, similar pursuits, and similar story plots. They are all trapped in a small world, mechanically repeating their daily lives. They even complain the same way. They have never thought about it and dare not pursue what they really want in their hearts. They are afraid of making mistakes, breaking the rules, being different, and getting off track. Think about our growth process again. Have you found that this heaviness comes from the framework of our lives? We are always being indoctrinated that every stage seems to be very critical and cannot make mistakes. The 6th grade is the watershed of life. The college entrance examination is the fork in the road of life. The first job lays the foundation for the beginning of the workplace, and marriage is the fate of your second half of life. It makes our lives very critical and busy, and we can't make the wrong choice. But now looking back, whose game are we playing? You are not an NPC, you are the protagonist who holds the right to log in to the game. Anyway, you can't take anything away. You might as well enjoy the top experience. Don't live in other people's rules and be kidnapped to move forward. Choose what you want to do. As long as it is what you want to do, you will have a lot of fun no matter how boring it is. The more exciting you play, the more you can infect people around you to join you, and you will naturally have the right to make rules. When you pull down the elites, dignitaries, stars, and experts from your field of vision and put yourself on top, the game of life with you as the protagonist will begin. Life is for playing and for experience, especially when you are extremely focused and present in the present, your experience value will reach its peak, and when you experience the different aspects of things, its force will truly be generated. Everything is not mine, but everything is for my use. How can I have too much content to explore and too much fun to feel when I finally get the game ticket? The limit on the length of the game is to urge us to cherish the game experience more. Find your own happiness in various experiences and gain the thickness of life. Then you have to be wary of deceptive players and remember that they are not the game makers. From the moment you enter the game, someone will keep telling you that you must pass a certain level and reach a certain achievement to complete the main task of the game. You think those capitalists are the game makers, but in fact, they are just players who entered the game before you, got the gold coins first, and established the rules. Their purpose is to monopolize your game experience, earn your gold coins or status, or maintain some kind of rights. Because they entered the game first or entered through special channels, they control certain levels of the game, and brainwash you by packaging these levels as very important. You have to do this. If you don't play this task, you are a loser, you are unsuccessful, and at the same time, they keep investing hope in you to maintain their vested interests. These are obstacles. If you are brainwashed and only focus on a few side quests to pass the level, you will be controlled by these high-level players and stuck in small levels. Those who can break through these rules all have their own rules. They will tell their own stories, set their own boundaries, and set their own rules. The vastness of the world is that this game does not really have a main task, but has thousands of levels and ways of playing. You don't have to play in other people's rules. Make your own rules, and invite others to play. As long as you abide by the basic rules, you are free to play no matter how you play or in what posture. No one can tell you how you should live or what you should do. You can do any side quest you find randomly and develop it into a main quest. You can live any life you want. Finally, and most importantly, you are the only protagonist in your game. Once you go offline, the game disappears immediately. Other people's games have nothing to do with you. So please explore bravely, experience fully, and try as much as you can in your game of life. Relax, play freely, play to your heart's content. Let go of gains and losses, unload burdens, immerse yourself in it.